Tex here with Red Like Reagan back with another video today. Today I want to talk about something I don't understand why no one else is talking about. Medical examiner notes and filings from the I think District Attorney's Office in Minnesota. So you see from the headline, talking about George Floyd again and the amount of fentanyl in his system. Says he had a fatal level of fentanyl in his system. Fatal being the key word there. I've been saying this from the jump since this started, or at least since I've seen body cam footage. I can't say from the jump because I'm like everyone else assumed that it was the officer's fault. But I did wait for information before I said anything, and I still believe the officers being there in his presence and the physical nature of his arrest contributed to his death and exacerbated the effects of the drugs that were in his system. But I do not believe that's what killed him. Firmly don't believe that. And this here, we're going to go on and look down through here. This is from Fox 9 in Minnesota. And we have new exhibits filed in the case against the 4 former Minneapolis police officers accused of murdering George Floyd. Suggests that the Hennepin County medical examiner thought George Floyd's fentanyl levels were at a potentially fatal level, but his and other medical examiner findings showed he died of a combination of factors. Now, it's a key point because the federal, and the independent examiners that did autopsies on George Floyd all had the same conclusions of combination of factors. And none of them that I have read have mentioned the high level of fentanyl. They have said that there was fentanyl in his system. It's just there was, what was the other drug? I don't remember the other drug, so I'm not going to say it. I don't want to be wrong here and be misquoted in the comments. We're going to go on down here, on down some more, because this is all things that you can read on your own. I want to get to our key points here. On the 26th of May, a memorandum filed after a virtual meeting with Baker, which is the guy doing the autopsy here in this case, concluded the autopsy revealed no physical evidence suggesting that Mr. Floyd died of asphyxiation, which is very key here when it comes to the defense in this case, because why are these reports inconsistent? Why are you telling them that you don't think it was asphyxiation, but when you put out your actual report, it's a combination of factors. There's something wrong here, something grossly wrong here, probably the same reason we didn't get to see the footage. I'm going to keep going. On June 1st, he was quoted as also saying that the levels of fentanyl were pretty high and potentially fatal. Dr. Baker said that if Mr. Floyd had been found dead in his home or anywhere else, that there were no other contributing factors, he would conclude that it was an overdose death. Conclude that it was an overdose death, which means there was enough drugs in this man's system to kill him whether the cops were there or not. I don't know what else y'all want from this. I don't. Do something deserve to happen to Officer Chauvin? Yes. He held it way too long and could have put Mr. Floyd in the car. There's some other things that could have been done in that particular part of the situation, but other than that, it was handled the best way he could handle it. The other officers, I don't believe, deserve anything. They were doing their job. He was their commanding officer. If you've been in rank and file of any sort, you understand the chain of command, and you understand that that wouldn't be good for his career later on. But we're going to keep going. I do believe there's more on down here. All right, here we go. We got some more from the medical examiner. And also admits the findings could be incomplete because they were awaiting microscopic slides, pictures, and other evidence from Hennepin County medical examiner office. So what you're telling me is that the individual the Floyd family hired has an incomplete autopsy report, and that's what we're supposed to believe? We're just supposed to believe one that's incomplete. We're just going to ignore all this information that we're looking at right here that's telling us, hey, wait, maybe the cops didn't kill him. People, you're being played. Wake up. It couldn't be more obvious. From the lack of footage for the longest time to things like this, the inconsistencies in reports not being completely reported as incomplete. Like, there's so many things that are inconsistent here, and none of it's being reported on. Why? Because they want you to continue to believe the narrative that's being driven in the street. I only bring you these things to try to wake you up so that you can see and understand they don't care about you right now. They only care about their agenda. If they cared about justice or reform or any of the things they're talking about, they would give you the full case and let you make up your own mind. But they don't want you to do that. I'm going to leave you with this. I will put this link in the box below. Comment, rate, share. Let me know what you think about this video. And remember, at the end of the day, it matters where you stand.